casino? How about Casino Yes? This week on The Hapless Heroes.
This pig can fly?
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. Let's start off by introducing our cast. This time I want to go to my left. We have Seb as Choomdaloom.
I wonder where we're going now.
To his left we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
I wasn't ready to introduce myself to anybody again yet.
To her left we have Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzbore.
I'm ready for an adventure.
Again, you keep saying that, but we are on the adventure.
Still ready for it.
To his left, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
Hello, my name is Lev, and you don't have to stand tall, but you do have to stand up.
To his left, we have John as JamJam.
One nacho couldn't be that bad.
They've all merged into one nacho. To his left, we have Francesco as Percival Floodhest.
I don't really have a joke to call back to.
So as we last left off, we were escorted through a door. We want to rewind to a little bit before that, though. Before we went through the door, we were in the lobby of the DO, the cashier's cage, trying to use a little bit of subterfuge to get the phlogiston or check on it, make sure it hasn't been stolen by malefactors. And then after that, you attracted a little bit of attention of the staff and were escorted into a back room. You had an encounter with a very randy drunk, and then...
No, it was a drunk named Randy.
Well, that too.
Oh.
And now you are on your way as you have cooled your heels for the requisite amount of time and are moving through.
Yeah, we were told everything was now just on the up and up.
Yeah.
We do still have JamJam on a video call, just again, to continue to prove that we are friends and we know this man. But we were taken through a door.
Yeah. You are once again back in another hallway. This one looks kind of like the one before. It's a little dingier, like they don't sweep in here as much, I guess. Probably another 50 feet or so. And from there, the door opens into a loud, cavernous room full of machinery. You might recognize, something of, an engine room for a ship, except this is scaled way the hell up. And, you're right at the top of it, looking down, probably 200 feet down of just, stuff in a great big...
Are we on a catwalk or something like that?
Yes, yeah, so you are, it opens into a catwalk right viewing out onto this view. Lots of grinding and the like.
The fuck are we going?
Down, the agent says. Catwalk extends both to the left and the right, but the guard escorts you off to the left. Probably 10, 20, 30 feet down, or to the left. And there's kind of a right branch off the catwalk that goes over into the nothing for a little ways.
You mind giving us a little more clarity than down? Where are we going?
Where I've been told to take you to which is on the bottom half of the ship. So we need to get to the elevator.
No, that's where JamJam is.
That's where JamJam is.
That's where JamJam is.
All right. Lead on.
This goes for a little ways. Hits the
Feels like
wall
a
on the
walk.
far side, and there's a door into there. And as you walk through, there's what look like a bank of 3 elevators.
Out of curiosity, as we were walking like through these catwalks, especially into like some of the internals of the ship, like were there like other people? Were there people like working, like engineers or other types of folk? Like were there like not like actual people who are maintaining the ship itself, right? The city ship down in there, or was
You
it
didn't
kind of
see any
empty?
right then.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, there weren't any people. There was definitely noises. There may be automated systems that are taking care of things, or maybe maintenance only shows up when something's broken.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there were like
Yeah.
people like operating things or trying, keep there was any sort of manual thing to keep things running. Okay.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to take you through a big atmospheric space for a second.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Elevators. The guard walks up, presses a button, and waits.
A rock on our heels, you know.
Nice weather we're having. Chum adjusts
Yeah.
his belt, spits on the ground.
Excuse
And
me.
then the
Something in my throat.
door's on the right. Door's on the right open after, a few awkward seconds standing there.
Still holding up JamJam.
Yep. This way, please.
Hey, does this look familiar to you, JamJam? It probably doesn't. He was blasted when they picked him
Yeah.
up.
Also, probably didn't go this way.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
knows?
there
right?
there might be different ways down there too. Yeah.
Right.
Elevator goes down for quite a ways.
Well,
Does it
stops.
eventually flip? Yeah.
Well, it stops, and then yes, you kind of feel the weird inertial shift of, you've been in the service door of a ship when it's flipped to the bottom side. It's a little unnerving as you go from one gravity plane to the other, but you get used to it.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
And then the elevator starts to go up.
Right. Up relatively. Right. We're still going
Yes.
down, but like because because
Yes.
now the
Yeah.
plane is.
You're on the
I
other
imagine
gravity
there's
plane.
there's like a brief moment where our feet like leave the ground and then go back as we like do that little shift.
Well, I think it's
upside
like I
down.
think the elevator itself rotates, is from what it sounds like, from what he just described, right? So yeah, there
Yeah.
is this like weird shift as the machine adjusts for us as we're traveling through the floors. So yeah, it probably feels a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah, like there has to be some kind of fuckery going on with elevators like this to transition that gravity plane without somebody just either going wobbling in the middle or falling down. Like this would be unseemly on a ship of this caliber.
Right.
Rich people do not like being made fools of, and nothing makes a fool of a rich person more like splaying out on the ground while they're traveling through their yacht.
Yeah.
Elevator goes up for a little while.
Is there music?
Yes, there's been music this whole time. It's very, very generic music.
Oh, I have the perfect track for this because there's a few public domain music tracks that are
Oh, yeah.
absolutely gorgeous elevator music.
Yeah.
Perfect. Tap my foot along.
Something that could have been a bop if it was played by actual instruments. It's a little repeaty, but yeah.
Oh, we're going way, way
Yeah.
down. Damn. Taking forever.
Yeah. It, maybe another 10 floors worth or so, and then the elevator stops. And there's another hallway, maybe about 20 feet long, makes a right, 20 feet makes a left. And then there's a set of stairs that goes upward.
Do these steps look fancy?
No,
Or
actually.
are we still kind of like back rooms kind of vibe?
You're kind of back rooms, except these stairs appear to be made of wood.
Interesting.
A nice like balsa wood, or is it like a kind of like composite of like recycled woods?
No,
Or like it's just like almost like pirate ship wood.
Yeah, it's like a dark hand cut and polished wood. It's not like to be super impressive or anything, but it's like very solid oak equivalent kind of wood. Yeah. Like 2-inch thick slabs, that they're using for the stairs, like
Interesting.
real, craftsman kind of work.
But not to denote fanciness, utility is what it's trying to.
Kind of, yeah.
Reliability.
Yes.
I feel like I've broken a lot of these pieces of wood before. This is not what I was expecting coming out of an elevator that can turn upside down or to the left or
whatever that was.
This is the the guard turns. This is the Gabbiani. No expense has been spared to give the illusion that no expense has been spared.
I see what you did there.
Yes, well, I can tell by the wood.
So is it really an illusion, though, if no expense has been spared?
Don't think about it too deep, Percy. You'll break it.
Let
the mysterious man do his mysterious perp walk or whatever we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and up the stairs, and it appears to be like a cask room of some sort. Like as you walk up,
enter through the wine cellar?
Yeah. That the panels of the floor have been flipped up. Those stairs go into the room. And kind of see them, up to the sides against the barrels on either side. The walkway in the middle is maybe about 10 feet wide or so. It's, not super claustrophobic, but it's a little tight. It goes way up, though, probably about 40, 50 feet. Nice high ceiling in here. Barrels in basically every compartment stacked all the way up.
Wood barrels or cyber barrels or?
No, wood barrels. This is definitely like a wine or
a wine cellar?
Equivalent cellar, yeah.
Didn't they take someone to a wine cellar in Deity Daddy 3 and murder them? This is getting really sus.
Deity
Daddy 3?
Yeah, baby. It's my favorite movie. My favorite movie. It's my favorite movie. How do you not know this? One of the greatest films. Well, 3 was a little.
No, I know. Yeah, no. They always said not to. Don't watch the third one, right? Just watch Deity Daddy 1 and 2. Yeah.
No, I thought that only had a Verdaran release.
Oh, really? It's exclusive. Hey, when we get back, we might be able to make some money. I mean, if we don't get murdered in this wine cellar, what's going on here?
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
Who do you think we are? Who do you think we are? We would not murder our guests in the wine cellar.
Well, you haven't really told us anything else except.
Oh, we have rooms
nothing
for murder.
Actually.
You have rooms for murder? I'm sorry. No, we're not going to brush past that comment.
Make an insight check.
Did he say we're getting murdered? Is that what he just said, Percy?
Oh, shit.
No, he said they have rooms for that. No, insight is bad. That is just a 5.
Oh, he's
5.
dead fucking
I got an
serious.
11.
Oh, baby.
Well,
my insight is a 17.
Yeah. Lev, you would understand the dry humor there, but it apparently has not gone over.
Percival is standing very straight and very is doing his best to not touch anything and is just trying to act natural, which by in turn makes him look real fucking awkward.
Percy is sweating again.
I can't help it, okay?
No, murder rooms make sense. You fail to prepare, you prepare to fail.
Could we not give him advice on the murder rooms, please?
He goes to the far end of the wine cellar. opens the doors at the far end and opens up into a very well-lit room. It's shining into here. Onward.
After you.
Yeah, I think you can go first. That's fine.
Do watch your step, and you are brought out into a bustling kitchen. Like, it is,
Okay.
and this is a big fucking kitchen. Like, there's probably like 4 chefs worth of operations going on here. Prep tables, various, various ovens and stoves where like massive amounts of stuff is being cooked for. God, this could feed so many people.
Perfect. I'm starving. Sleight of hand. I'm gonna snag something while we walk by.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a carrot? Is there a grape? Is there any small thing that my little monkey hand can get on?
Yes. Let's see. Yes, there's a fruit tray with looks like some sliced peppers, celery sticks,
Just grapes.
buffalo dip.
Just grapes. Dude,
I needed a different word for that. I was trying to come up with an alternative to bison dip, and buffalo dip is the worst fucking one to go with.
dill dip or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A distinctive dill dip.
I was gonna say Minotaur dip, but I don't know if I want to label
Ooh.
it that. That doesn't. feel right.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway, moving
no
on, 'cause-
Minotaur were harmed in the making of this dip.
No, it's like a, sour cream dill dip.
Probably liked it though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab 2 grapes. My sleight of hand was a dirty 13.
Oh, sleight of hand? Yeah, you're absolutely able to grab something.
Beautiful.
There's so much food in here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm now peeling those grapes
Yeah.
as we walk.
Yeah, and as you walk that kind of a prep area where carts are getting equipped to take meals out to a very fancy meal. Led through the ballroom. It's huge. The room is, 300 feet by maybe 150 feet wide. Gold, mirrors, chandeliers, think the most gaudy, opulent place possible. Shining marble floors that you can very clearly see your reflection in. Both alternating black and white, every 10 feet or so. Embrasures, along the walls where in nice little arches there are statues standing or, other pieces of art.
A staff member with a floor buffer is following ever so far behind as Choom has left, a trail of grease, sea footprints.
Yeah. Tables are still being assembled over on one side. The room is kept empty sometimes. The tables are stored, but they're being brought out, and it looks like they're setting up for a real to-do.
Gross.
Is there like a party that's going to be happening or something? They asked
guess
the
so.
guy who's leading us around?
Yeah. I guess so. I'm not on the party planning committee, so I wouldn't know.
What committee are you on?
The Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Can we go?
Oh my God, someone is sassy. You should have grabbed something to eat from the. You should have grabbed something to eat from the kitchen.
There was some food back there.
I offer him a half-eaten peeled grape. Yeah, man, jeez. I'm gonna keep following Mr. Sassy Pants because we don't care what his name is, but he is now Sassy Pants.
Yep. Leads you out of the far end of the ballroom and through a couple of, foyers.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the continued questions, but before we leave, where this party is being set up for,
absolutely.
I'm imagining, I've back when my dad used to DJ for weddings, I used to help him out when I was a kid, right? So it's a lot of these types of events or things like that. As they're setting up, sometimes there might be signage out front or something like that. As we're exiting the ballroom, there might be a placard or something like that would maybe be announcing oh, hey, this room reserved for this thing or this party. I'm trying to see maybe if there's any indication of what this what this party's about, what this thing is. You know what I mean? If there's any signage or anything that would indicate, since the guard doesn't seem to know much about what this party's for, maybe I can suss it out with some context clues before we leave.
Yep. It's a lot in Elvish, but you can make out that is the grand ball to end all balls.
Ah, that's not ominous. Cool. Cool.
So cool.
Cool.
Everybody's here's immortal. What could go wrong? Well, not immortal. They think they are. They haven't died yet.
No, that is true.
It's even more ominous. Like, what the actual fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck voice in the sky? Let's maybe cool it on the ominous references.
I know, Freddy foreshadowing needs to fucking stop here. So, all right. After a few foyers, you're into a hallway that looks like if you've ever been to, a hotel or other similar place, guest rooms. They got to be every 100 feet or so down a very long hallway that's got to be almost a quarter mile to the far end.
Oh my goodness.
There are a few places with stairs that go up, but actually I want to reverse that. Quarter mile is way too long now that I'm thinking in my head. Like, it's about 1,000 feet. Well, it's 10 rooms. Yeah, actually, that's about what I want. About 1,000-foot long hallway, like about 100 feet between doors, like 10 on each side.
Huh.
Yeah, so a lot of space in between these rooms.
All right, Jam, does this look familiar to you as we, hold the phone out? Like,
all you can see are people's ankles and knees.
No, I will hold it up, above.
Hey, don't touch my phone, Percy.
Jam
You lived up.
is walking at this point now. Jam is walking around, because he's kind of seen them. It seems like maybe they might be closer. So he's trying to triangulate.
Yes, you started recognizing things at about the ballroom. You've been there.
Yeah. So Jam's looking at his phone. Can he tell, or what should I roll to pinpoint their location?
Ooh,
based on
it's a good one.
where he's been.
Ooh, the ranger. I think you have a ranger thing for that, don't you?
I mean, survival would give me a +4 to it.
Yeah.
Favored terrain, casinos.
I mean,
I
if
don't think-
didn't he choose beaches? I can't remember.
Yeah,
It was like something tropical.
but,
You would have gone great with us in the forest.
yeah. Actually, you are a ranger. You would be able to do some kind of tracking. But what kind of tools do you have for that?
I literally just have my memory and this phone knife on me.
Okay.
So I'm basing it off of where I've been, where I remember being, and what it looks like they're passing.
Yeah.
And
We're going
get
to base
over
this
them.
around intelligence. So let's make this just intelligence with proficiency generic. Yeah.
Cast
Let's use your
guidance through the
memory.
phone.
Cast
be done?
guidance through the phone. No.
I can't. But that should be a song.
a 14.
14. Yeah. Like, wait a second. They're basically outside your room.
So Jam starts backtracking back
Yeah.
towards where.
Like, if you really huck it, you might be able to catch them.
Yeah, and of course he's still holding his phone, looking at what they're looking at.
Yeah. You probably get into the hallway at the far end just as they are, maybe about 700 feet away, given they're escorted into a room on the side. And as the rest of the party, you are ushered into your own accommodations, which happens to be about 2 doors down from Jam.
Do we see Jam?
Well, it depends. He's behind you, trying to catch up. Depends on how much noise he's making or if anyone's looking back that way.
He would be yelling, through the phone too, because they can hear.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Choom, Percy, and it is
Yeah.
Just
we
calls out everybody.
Just as the
noticed-
guard is opening the door, all this happens.
Yeah, we noticed that the feed that it's coming from him is also getting a little bit more bouncy, and we hear like the little, or as everybody really loved last time, the
meaty slaps. Love it. Put me down. Percy, put me down.
okay.
As soon as my feet hit the ground, I fucking peek out from behind Percy, and I see Choom standing in the middle of the hallway.
Who? I thought you're Choom.
Oh,
you
no,
see
sorry,
Choom standing in the
Jam
hallway?
Jam.
I was like, oh my god, that's trippy.
Fucking out of body
sees Jam
experience
Jam.
here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn into Choom again.
You can do that whenever you want, Club. I see Jam Jam standing in the hallway.
Yeah, he's there.
I'm going to take off, sprinting towards him. And you see Choom, his face like warp from this like smile. His brows start to furrow. His teeth start to snarl. And you see what looks like him like running like Jam Jam. And his face just contort into anger as he holds his fists up as he's sprinting towards you. And right when he gets to you, he slams into the biggest fucking hug you've gotten from a tiny person and just starts sobbing. Don't you ever do that to me again. I was so worried about you. Oh my God, I'm so happy you're okay.
As Jam Jam is reciprocating the hug, Thunderclap comes wandering around the corner.
Oh my God, I missed you so. Ah! June just starts sprinting back towards her. What the fuck is that?
As a you-sized pig comes like running out of his room.
What the fuck is that? You really have a pig, bro. What the fuck?
Thunderclap is chasing you now.
I am running in circles around Percy's legs trying to get. I am genuinely terrified, 100% screaming like a little monkey girl.
He like climbs back up on Percy.
Keep that thing away
Percy,
from me.
There's a little pig in battle armor, kind of doing the puppy thing on your leg, trying to get to Choom.
Oh, you must be JamJam's new pet. Hello, little one. I'm Percy. And I go and try to like pat him on the head.
He rolls over and gives you his belly.
Careful, Percy is a monster.
I start furiously and lovingly giving Theodore von Thunderclap belly rubs. See, and I just look, I look over at my shoulder to Choom. See, look at it. He's a super chill little guy.
He could eat me, Percy.
Tongue is just hanging out the side of his face.
Yeah, just a whole lot of squealing and snorts.
Oh, you wouldn't eat Choom, would you, little Thunderclap? No, you wouldn't, little Ham. No.
Jam Jam wanders over just as Percy finds the little spot that makes his back leg kick uncontrollably.
Oh,
I love all the pig noises.
Oh, it's so good to see you in the flesh. We've been through a lot to get here, but we need to fight. We need to get our affairs in order, okay? And we need to get out of here. This whole place is giving me fucking crazy vibes at this point.
Certain how we get out of here. How did you get here?
This fine gentleman, and I point to, is the security guard that escorted us here still here?
He's about 200 feet down the hallway and fast walking.
That fine gentleman who seems to be running away from us escorted us here from some sort of backroom holding center at the Dio when we tried to impersonate you and check in on the whole phlogiston
and
thing.
And you see his hand go up to his ear, and then he starts in more of a run.
That's not weird, right? That's not weird that just happened, right?
I don't think Jam Jam needs to roll an insight to know that that's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
And he's immediately going to get on Thunderclap and take off after on his desk wheeler.
Guys, he's riding the pig.
Now, I don't know how fast. My character sheet doesn't say how fast the mount runs, but I imagine it's.
Hold on. Kieran said that there was a thing for these. So, one second. Hold on.
I love that, like, people who were not maybe like paying as much of attention to what's happening behind us would just hear Choom screaming, then crying, then a pig, and then turn around to see Jam riding a pig sprint past them. Dude, they haven't seen in person in 2 months, just riding a pig casually past you.
Yeah.
It is Space Swine is the thing that we're looking for.
Space swine.
Yep.
Its speed is 40.
Also given
Okay.
chicken jockey.
It apparently also has a fly speed of 40.
A fly speed of 40. All right.
I'm sorry. Wait, whoa. Hold on. Did you say a fly speed?
Apparently it also has a fly speed, yes.
This pig can fly?
Hold on, let me find the actual thing for it. But yes, hold on a second.
So in this
Choom's
world, there is
worst
no
point.
phrase that is when pigs fly.
Or when hell freezes over.
Well, yeah, no, there is the phrase. It just sort of means 130.
The author of the Doar supplement, Kieran, Serious Wisness, is in our Discord and has been listening to the show and has told us that he's been sort of secretly hoping that this would be a thing. So shout out.
You have created Choom's worst nightmare. You have literally created a flying death swine that I will be running from for the rest of the campaign.
Please search.
You have a lot of fears, Choom.
When you're freaking 2 foot, what am I? Fucking 3.
I mean, it makes
tall?
sense.
Yeah. I imagine most flying things are predators to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, especially
Like, we're just
where
going to
I'm
do the
from.
whole checklist of all of your greatest fears.
Right in a row, too. It's not like we, went shopping or something and didn't have a traumatic moment. Last time I went shopping, I paid like 20 gold for a jar of pickles that I didn't even eat.
Boo's Astro Menagerie.
They were
Hold on one
delicious.
second. I'm almost at the page with the space swine.
The flying
Yes.
space swine.
That is correct. They do have a fly speed of 40 feet.
Jam can fly.
The swine can fly better than Jam can fly.
Jam
I was going to say, I love that the fact
I mean,
that the bird
his has taken
the bird has
his
to get
has
on the
taken the
pig to
shape.
fly.
His is taken the shape, obviously, of like he said, like a teacup pig, or so to speak, right? But like they're depicted in the Astro Menagerie as like warthogs, right? Like as actual like armored like war pigs. But this is very much a very cute version of that.
Yeah.
But I put it in the resources channel.
And you guys are telling me you wouldn't be afraid of that? Now imagine that thing is the size of you. Like, yeah, sure, Lev, Percy, Brew, you guys are probably like, oh, it's a cute pig. I'm literally like, what the fuck is that? And why does it have so many teeth, dude? What the fuck?
Like I said, his is much cuter than what is depicted in the book.
So Jam is flying what is basically like by scale, like one of those
he had
little
wings.
things you used to be outside the store when you were a kid, the little like brr, brr, brr rides or something like that. Just a little too small for him.
This cute little teacup pig probably has cute little teacup wings.
Terrifying.
Does he need wings to fly?
Oh, maybe not even. He doesn't have to have
you guys
wings
gonna
to
do
have a fly speed.
the Rudolph shit? They just,
Yes.
like, gallop in the
I
air.
think that is so appropriate for
Yes.
Theodore von Thunderclap.
Yeah, little piggy legs just turn in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It maxes out at 3 feet tall anyway.
Right.
But it can be 5 to 6 feet long.
Right.
Can it flap its ears like Dumbo?
It's up to John.
Not big
It's
Dumbo
ultimately
sized
up to
ears,
John.
tiny little pig ears.
You should let John pick.
Fly speed of 40, you said?
Fuck.
Fly speed and ground speed of 40. Yes.
Okay, so you would be sprinting with that to the tune of 80.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got he's
Trying to
got
catch
a
up. I
200
realize-
foot lead, 700 feet down
Yeah.
the hall.
Oh, we're doing math.
Oh fuck! I
Shit.
really was hoping to not have to fucking do math.
I mean, you can. The internet has tools available.
Yeah.
Yeah, just half math it.
So he's
Just
gaining
Go ahead.
20 feet around.
Uh-huh. So it's gaining 20 feet per 6
10
seconds.
rounds. Yes, if he's going 60 feet, yeah, you're basically catching him like right around the door, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So for dramatic effect, that's exactly what happens. He is reaching the door.
You screech in front, like screech,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like his like little hooves, like, you know, kick
Yeah.
up like some like scuff the floor or something like that.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I have an altercation to see to. You just stop in front of him. He comes to a stop. Like, you know, you blocked him.
Jam Jam will pretty much just say, Can Jam Jam use this elevator?
Unfortunately not.
Who's gonna stop us?
Is there any indication that, like, because Jam Jam's been wandering around this premises for a while, how obvious is the door to this elevator?
It was like in the wine cellar. You're not even at that. Like you're at the door to
Yeah.
the ballroom.
Yeah, you're at the door to one of the foyers before
The foyers,
you get,
yeah. So like, you know what I mean? Because like we came in through the wine cellar, which was then leading into the kitchen, which then the kitchen took us into the ballroom, which then the ballroom took us out to the, you know, right? So like, there's many steps to this elevator, this surface elevator, it seems.
Yeah, Jam Jam just wants to mostly know where the elevator is and why they're not letting us
Leave.
Yeah.
Because that's what management told me. And because that's what management told me.
Oh.
Oh, hit him.
Jam Jam will. He's been treated so well this entire time until he started trying to leave here.
Mhm.
So he doesn't see why he wouldn't be able to speak to whoever is in charge. Jam Jam would like to speak to whomever is in charge.
I assure you, you actually don't. 1 second. Really? Well, that. Yeah.
You hear like the like through like the
Yeah,
earpiece.
You will be permitted to leave tomorrow morning. Fortunately, and he pulls sort of like a pad out of his internal coat pocket. You can see, like, as he turns it to you, an e-ink screen that has what appears to be an invitation, which then just prints out of the bottom. Very nice cardstock.
Yeah.
It seems that you have been invited to the soiree this evening.
What's a soiree?
Well, yeah, like Chuma's catching up to the pig and Jam Jam.
He probably has had a little bit of time at this point. Jam Jam will say, "Is this mandatory?"
It would be poor form to refuse an invitation like this.
Who gives a shit?
Is that for all of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, this one that comes out, and you, well, does anybody investigate it or take a look at
I'm
it?
not there.
Jam
I'm
Jam will look at
not
it.
fast enough to catch up with these dudes.
As soon as I heard Jam Jam talking about the elevator, since that's been my whole goal, I want to get the fuck out of here. So I would have fucking warily, as soon as I get close to the pig, I keep maybe 10 feet. And I'm just yelling.
Yeah.
If he
And
hands
this-
me one, I would investigate it.
Yeah. So whoever takes it first.
Jam Jam would.
Yeah,
He's
a
already
nice
there.
thick cardstock. Even the letters appear to be raised, like just ever so slightly. Invitation to the La Grande Ball Terminal.
The terminal ball.
Okay.
The great terminal ball. All right. Jam Jam, I'm with you. I say we get the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit.
I imagine as like Jam is processing it, the guy who printed it just kind of like goes.
Yeah, just
back
runs
to
away.
whatever the fuck he was
Yeah.
doing.
Like, if there will be nothing further, turns, walks
Yeah.
through the door. The door closes behind.
Oh shit. I'm gonna try and open the door again.
You do.
Does it look like the hallway we came through the first time?
It absolutely is. It is the foyer you came in through.
All right. Well, as the rest of
Except
the party
with
would
the
catch
with the notable absence of guard.
up on
Because
Sassy
you never
Pants.
checked his name. Yeah.
Yeah, his name's Sassy Pants. We gave him a name.
It was Vilmer, by the way.
Sergeant Sassy Pants. Yep.
We have given. Yep. So, as the rest of the party catches up, I would literally hand whoever's in front the ticket, and I'd be like, "They said we can leave tomorrow, but I don't believe them at all. And if you guys just want to leave right now, we can do that."
Do I recall the guard using actually swiping or doing something to actually be able to use the elevator?
No.
Interesting.
I mean, RFID exists.
Oh, yeah.
Or
that's true.
something equivalent to that. Like, he probably has some sort of token.
Yeah, there's no way they're just going to let us leave here. Like, they didn't let Jam leave. There's no way they're going to let the whole group of us leave.
Yeah, but we know where to find the elevator now.
Yeah, and do you think we have any of the clearance to be able to operate that? Do you think that they would just let anybody, especially that they didn't even like put bags over our heads or, anything like that to take us here?
JamRel, darn it, March. I hope you're happy wherever you are.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, actually, and I'm going to shoot him a text. And I'm just going to be like, we really could have used you running tech on this one, bud. Hope you are done feeling sorry for yourself and maybe can try to help us get out of a sticky wicket here. Love, Percy.
I mean, we do have Master Hacker Glow Up. Maybe Glow Up can hack the elevator.
That is true, but let me remind you of the fact that we're probably under constant surveillance here.
So you just want to do what they say? You want to go to this soiree?
Okay. How about we take this to the room? Huh? Take it to the room for a second. Let's huddle up. Team.
Did we get taken to our room?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you were shown the
Okay,
room,
okay.
and just as he was opening the door to show you into the room, you noticed Jam at the far end of the hallway, and
the
hapless
rest of the
heroes
things that
ensued.
just happened. Yeah, so we will go into our nice clean room.
Yes. So you're going into the other room.
Our room.
Yes.
Not JamJam's room.
No.
No. I don't want to get anywhere near that disaster.
Your
1, 2, 3, 4,
suite,
5 people.
really.
We have 5 room.
The
5.
suite.
He gets his own
Yeah.
suite, but we got 5 people to his suite.
He has a larger room for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
and-
this
and-
suite is
and-
probably the same size as the other room, and every one of these rooms is larger than any other room you've had as a bedroom ever in your entire fucking life.
Yeah, this is like an
stinks.
apartment, essentially. Like
Hate it.
a luxury apartment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit us all down, do a quick scan, see if there's any surveillance or any things that I can notice just generally in the room itself to see if there are, if they're monitoring the guests, which they shouldn't, privacy and all that, but we don't know how this place operates. I'm just gonna do a quick scan before I start my spiel.
Yeah. So you're in the kind of main room here.
Mhm.
Off to the side, there are 1, 2, 3 doors on either side of the room that goes maybe about 30 feet in or so. Open off into what you would presume to be probably individual quarters.
Mm-hmm.
And then another set of double glass doors at the far end that open into another larger living room type space.
Okay. And as I'm looking around this room that we have now. I'm not noticing anything that would maybe resemble like a camera or something. I could do like an investigation just to kind of see maybe if there's any hidden cameras or anything like that would indicate maybe direct surveillance, right? To see if we are, if this is that kind of situation.
Absolutely. Now, do you have any electronic tools that you use for scanning that sort of thing, or is this all
I have
visual
Ollie.
inspection?
I have Ollie.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. Investigate
If
away.
I notice you doing this, I'll
That's
cast
cocked.
guidance. I don't know. I
That is-
froze.
I'm
Did
going to
you
have
hear
to
me?
re-roll because the die was cocked. Yeah, I heard guidance, but
Okay.
I have to re-roll that. Okay. And then D4, please. Be decent. That would be a dirty 18.
A dirty 18. After an exhaustive search, because it takes a while, because the decorations in this room, much like everywhere in here, are really busy. Lots of gold filigree and
Sure. Yep.
excessive ornamentation, tapestries, big heavy curtains at the windows at the far end in that living room space that open out onto some sort of outdoors.
Interesting. But yeah,
And
no.
outdoors that, by the way, looking through those windows looks like outdoors.
Right. Yeah. And that's interesting. But that's not really the goal of my search. So I'm not going to focus too much on that. And I'm
but
really
no,
just making
the
sure that
search
we're
is
not being surveilled.
The search is exhaustive, and you're pretty darn confident that there's nothing in here.
Okay. So I'm going to look at the group and be like, okay, listen, this ball or whatever that's happening is
that's what it is.
between us and what the service elevators were, right? So we can get all done up for this thing. We can kind of see what's going on, because at the same time, even if we do leave, right, we're still without our phlogiston. We're still without the things that we need to actually get home, right? We have no way to truly access that, as the last time we tried to even take a look at it, they brought us here, right? So it's safe to say that, and I hate to use this as an analogy, but I feel like it fits here. The cars really aren't, the odds aren't in our favor. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest, if we do want to sneak down there, try to hack the elevator, do the thing, try to find a way back to the ship, get through all the security and all the things and all the transportation, all the ways that we'd be monitored, right? We could certainly take our chances. Or we could try to use this event as that method to, leave. We know where that is. That exit will be there. We know how to get through the kitchen. We know where it is. We've been led through it. We were not that was not shielded from us. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who this, proprietor of this place is, who's the one who's holding the money, and try to actually figure out what their intentions are. Because here's the thing. We need to get home, and the only way to get home is to get access to the stuff. And the only way to get access to the stuff is to talk to who's in charge. And it seems like our best chances of doing that are at this ball tonight.
So what you're saying is they hold all the cards.
That's what I was trying to say. Yes, that's the analogy I was trying to use.
I got you, bud.
So that said, it also says cocktail attire on this invitation, and looks at Brew in loincloth, looks at Jam in leopard print Speedo, looks at Choom in whatever he's wearing right now.
Glorp is also wearing a Speedo.
The invitation, by the way, has all of your names. With appropriate titles and styling. I'm not sure what title Glorp would use. It's definitely not like Mr. or Ms.
Just
it would just be
Doctor?
just the Glorp.
Glorp, glop, glop.
The.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Jam realizes that Glorp is still wearing the banana hammock, Jam also realizes that remembers what Glorp had done earlier, and just looks at Glorp and goes, "Glorp," and then he starts biting Glorp. He's gonna be attacking for the rudeness of impersonation.
What the fuck?
I understand this encounter as it is. So this is between two people. We're not really going to initiative this or anything.
No.
What is this? 1d4 bite damage?
I don't know if he's actually trying to hurt.
He's nipping.
Yeah.
No.
He's just angry.
He's
Like a
nipping.
nippy peck. Okay, yeah, probably just a flat one.
But he's doing it very aggressively on Glorp's
Whoa!
lower leg.
Yeah.
Lower leg.
Buddy,
No.
what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Jam. We were just trying to find you.
Jam does not believe you are sorry.
All right, hon, break it up, everybody. Okay, we're all friends here.
This was all Percy's
You put-
idea.
Whoa, okay. Oh, it's not just.
I mean, you have a point, bro. You have a really good point.
The timing of that, Michael. God damn you. Let's not start pointing fingers, okay? Like the whole point is that
Well,
we're
of
here
course,
together,
because
right?
the finger's pointed
here
at
now.
you. That's why you say don't point fingers.
Okay, so regardless of whose idea it was or whatever, like I said, the now is that we are here. We probably need to dress ourselves, and I don't know, we'll just slap it on JamJam's endless tab. We get outfits, we go to the soiree, we see what's going on, we try to peel back the layers of whatever mystery it is that's been keeping JamJam here, and we try to make an actual working plan to get us the heck out of here with the stuff that we need to get home. You have a finger up, Choom. I can
Just
see
make
that.
sure.
Yes.
And making sure I'm letting anyone. I'm gonna hop on the coffee table and start kicking shit off the coffee table. This is a great plan, Percy. You have a great plan, but you did bring up something very important that I think we need to bring up. Besides the fact that Glorp owes you a nip now. We'll get back to that later, though. Anyway, JamJam's tab is a lean on what?
The phlogiston.
Right. Okay, and you said earlier when you were doing the plan, great plan, the best plan. But what do we need to get home and get out of here?
If it's worth as much as it's supposed to be, how can we not leverage that into maybe a ship that doesn't require, that to get us home?
Well, it would take without the ether. It's gonna take so much longer.
It would take so much longer with all the modern ships that they have here, not the little shuttle we've been flying around in, Joe.
Not
Think
get
about
rid
it.
of her.
We don't have to get rid of her. All right, it'll be parked here. But I'm just saying, there are other ways off this place. Hell, if it's as much money as JamJam seems to be alluding to the fact that it is, and the fact that it's such a crazy thing, wouldn't that be worth a ship? Or two?
That's just relying on these people.
A ship large enough to put that shuttle in?
We don't know. We don't know how much
what's
money we're
happening.
supposed to get. We don't know how much he spent.
So how better to get that information than to, attend the event where the people who could give us that information are gonna probably be.
I understand that. Remember I said that was best plan. I understand. I'm not wearing a suit, but I'll go. Hear me out. I think we go to the ball and we do some stupid. But if we can get that phlogiston, we should.
Okay, we did try to quote unquote heist this before, and it ended in a spectacular failure.
That's because it was your plan. We can have someone else come up with the plan.
Again with the finger point.
We can have someone else come up. Anyone else.
It doesn't help
really.
anyone that we're just pointing fingers at each other.
Anyone else.
JamJam will raise his hand. Why do we need the phlogiston to get back to the Casa Concordia?
Oh, JamJam, right. We didn't fill you in on this. Go ahead,
That's
Jim.
awkward. To put it succinctly, we all got brain fingered, and then some really weird guy who likes finger braining people told us how to get home. Like home. Like Concordia home. And we need the phlogiston because he pulls out of his plumber's bag of holding a glowing, just freaking red mist-filled chamber of ether. We're gonna use this, and we can get home and get left to his kids, and we'll do it.
What is that?
This is go-go juice. It makes the ship go-go real fast.
JamJam, if Chum will let him, he'll take it and he'll look at it. How did you make this?
I'm actually pretty smart. If you were here when I explained it, it was really good.
Yeah. Jam gives it back to you, and still looks fairly confused as to exactly, because in his mind, it took him a while to get here. Waiting for what he considers to be about a couple weeks longer than it should have been. But like you guys have figured out, in his mind, it does take time to travel here. It took him what? How long? Because JamJam's been separated. I want to clarify this. JamJam's been separated from the group for 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months.
for 2 months. It would have taken you about a week to get here for where it was before. Essentially to travel from the raft to where the raft was to where the Gabbiani had been before before it entered its current,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we did it in I think 3 days or something with the ether. I don't remember.
So like for you, it's been just about 2 months on aboard this place, right? And it's only been about a week and a half, I think he said, that you've been in these digs.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is all I'm saying. We need the phlogiston to feed the ether engine to get to Concordia fast. Now, why would we want to do that, you might ask? Great question. I just want to remind you guys, we were in the Astral Sea for 3 seconds. We were just out there, our first voyage. Robots tried to kill us. Then we went to another place, right? Just another little friendly place. Pirates tried to kill us. And then we went down onto the planet to just restock, Puppet tried to kill us. I think the longer we spend in astral space, the greater the trend of things trying to fucking kill us. So if we get a ship...
The mind fingering guy that you guys were talking about also said something about the fact that hey, apparently our planet or system or whatever is a new arrival of something or whatever, and that was a weird thing that happened or it hasn't happened in a long time.
And Astral Tech wants to fuck
So
it.
imagine all of our people coming into contact with all the stuff that exists out here, and just all of the ways in which that could really fuck things up for all of us back home. And so we need to get there before any other influences get there.
Oh, and Lev's kids.
Choom.
And also get Lev to his kids and reunite him with them.
Choom, did you say you need the phlogiston to go into this?
Where do you think all the other phlogiston went, bud?
What do you mean, all of it?
Hold on 1 second. Reaches in, pulls out a little pocket dictionary. All. To completely encompass the entire sum of the contents.
In totality.
You see JamJam's face completely drop, and he looks like he's going to have a heart attack. And he just lays down on the floor and is no longer speaking with anyone.
He's gone nonverbal.
Yeah. Catatonic.
Catatonic, yeah. Jam. Hey, Jam. Hey, yep. See, told you, Choom. Told you that was maybe information you should have shared with us before you used all of it.
But it was there was experimenting, and then there was some failed trials. And then, it was a process. But hear me out. This ether, it could be bigger than phlogiston. It's on the black market. It can go for very, very much. So we still have some bargaining. It's just not as much as you might, or anywhere near what you thought we had.
JamJam says nothing. Every once in a while, you hear a little, and then he just goes.
Well, anyway,
no, but Jam, think about the patents that we could get, for this type of stuff, right? There's other ways to.
That's true.
To become entrepreneurs here. You're thinking of the raw materials, but
yeah, you're thinking small, think big. Big buddy.
As you're saying this to JamJam, the entire month and 3 weeks of insane debaucherous partying that he was doing, with the understanding that he had billions of dollars. What does a couple million on some party weeks mean? And it dawning on him that he doesn't know how he's gonna pay the bill and get you all home. What?
Well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But I just want to hear from the rest of the party. Like, the plans here. There's a couple. And,
Demand cash payment.
That's a good idea.
By the way, John, that was a better reaction than I could have thought of. Hang on to some adult onset inspiration.
I think he already has some. He's hanging on
I
to.
do have some. I haven't. Yeah.
All right, I can't double adult onset.
It's fine.
But
it's fine.
I see you. That was fucking good.
Well, Lev, you've been pretty quiet. What do you think? You want to go to Suave? Or what's going on?
Well, I think Percy might be onto something.
So you want to go to the balls?
Yeah.
It's just a ball.
Oh, is that how it works?
Surely something must be going on with them wanting to keep JamJam here
Us.
and us now.
We need to know why.
But it doesn't seem like it would be in our favor to be compliant at this point anymore, I would say. I think it's time that we start to forge our own way out. And I think Percy brings a great opportunity at our feet.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm not putting any opportunities out there. I'm just saying, like, this is the path that we've been given here, and we should just
Right. You had the plan last time, and now you have the plan this time too.
Okay, regardless of who made plans, whatever. Because that's not
in my head.
I'm
bro.
not trying to take credit for any of that.
In my head, Lev's
just
got
trying to-
reading glasses on with his fucking crosswords. It's like fucking like.
All I'm saying is that I'm with you in that. Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying we just go along with it, pretend like everything's fine. Clearly something weird is happening, right? So we should be on our guard. But we should wait for the right opportunity to, break from
Strike. I mean, yeah, what he said.
They haven't disarmed us. They haven't taken any of our possessions. So far, things still are on the up and up.
Yes, and we go to this players' ball and we go and show them who we are.
And we demand our payment and to be taken home. And if that doesn't work, then we improvise like we always do.
Yeah, we get to let Brew
Improvise,
kill a
yeah.
guy again. That was fun, right?
Well,
Listen, last time I typecast Brew for that, he yelled at me.
I am a monk.
Brewer, you're gonna have to wear pants. Are you okay
I
with
do
this?
not believe in violence. I could wear pants. Pants are fine. I just prefer
Oh, so
not
this
to wear
has been a
pants.
choice.
But if I have to
Oh,
wear
okay.
pants,
right. Not complaining or anything. It's good for you. But all right, Lorp, you in?
I'm gonna get the prettiest dress at the whole ball.
Well, shit. Guess we're going to a Suave.
And that's where I want to end this episode of that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Give us 2 weeks to think of, or a week to think about the outfits.
Our outfits. Yeah. Come on. We're going to have a little runway time or something,
yeah.
I'm about to say, I had an idea where outfits were provided.
Yeah,
But
we'll
tell me
then
what
we'll-
your ideal outfit for this would be.
Yeah, we'll
'Cause, like, I'm
start
thinking-
and we'll start with the fit
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, these sorts
did-
of things are
you did
already
say-
hanging in the closet waiting for you. when
you
we get
mentioned
there.
pants, but you never said I had to wear a shirt.
I did say cocktail attire.
You can do whatever you want.
I
Yeah.
don't know what
No,
that means.
You can do whatever you like.
I am so seeing Blue's
Lit.
outfit as a pair of black pants and the
You
Chippendale
will see-
collar with the bow tie.
Yeah, just the
You-
collar
you-
with the bow tie, right? Yeah.
You will see cock and you will see tail.
Jesus Christ.
So it's just a shirt then.
Right.
Sure,
Right.
comment.
Never mind about the pants.
I'm gonna call HR.
You literally stunned David. To
Yeah, I think
silence.
I think
I'm gonna
hello
call
HR.
HR if I see that.
I mean, I can't.
HR.
Hello.
There ain't
Get
no
over
HR.
it.
Listen,
HR as
it's
soon
not
as I'm done
anything.
with this
It's not
episode.
anything your mother
Sure,
hasn't
there
seen.
must be some sort of public decency laws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a satin black cloak for Glorp, or the whole everything you guys would normally wear, just fancy.
Oh
Done
yeah.
up.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry. I
Like-
got something planned for you.
So
yeah,
a
I was
fancy
definitely
loincloth.
thinking like
Got it.
Cinderella ball gown.
Like, I'm also thinking So John, you know those T-shirts that have like the tuxedo printed on them? That on the front of the banana hammock.
Yeah. Working for Jam Jam. It's also kind of funny that Jam Jam has like the whole tuxedo look with being a penguin.
Yeah. Yeah. And then replace the duster with like a black coat.
Just shows
Right,
up
yeah.
as is like Jam Jam is black tie.
Add bow
just
tie.
shows up au natural with the bow tie.
Oh no. Well, I guess we'll find out next time.
That's where we'll end this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. Now, friends, if you like us, we can be found on the internet. Go to the tree at the middle of the internet, the link tree, linkter.ee/hapless heroes. That has links to all of our social medias, and most importantly, to our Discord, the community that we would love you to come join. That, we kind of set up, but fans like you and us, we're there. You can meet and greet and chat and hang out with us. We're there. But people like you who like us are there, and it's a great community. We'd love to have you. Let's say you really like us, though. Leave us a 5-star review, the podcast service of your choice. You know where you get your podcasts from. But let's say your podcast service doesn't have a review feature. Ooh. Come back to our Discord. Yay! Where we have a channel called 5 Stars, where you can leave your review there. Regardless of where you put it out on the interwebs, in our 5-star channel, we are going to find it. We will read it. We will recognize you as the 5-star human that you are.
Heck yeah.
Now, if you really, really like us, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/hapless heroes. It's also located in our link tree, and that is, there's a couple of reward tiers there. Has some things escalating. There's access to a private channel in our Discord and various bloopers, outtakes, extra content. Really, it's how we keep this show as completely ad-free and just pure raw content for you. Just as the elders of the internet intended, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of ran out of idea there. Anyway, so what I do when I run out of ideas, I outro my cast. Starting on my right, we have Percival Flodhest, played by Francesco.
I'm going to be the belle of the ball?
To his right, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Lev Zangief, brought to us by Lou.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lev, and how do you know when your clock is still hungry? It goes back 4 seconds.
Ooh. So good. All
Jesus
right.
Christ.
To his right, we have Brunner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
I'm ready for a soiree.
To his right, we have Glorp Glup Glup, brought to you by Nicole.
We're going to make a wonderful, lovely dress for Glorporelli.
And to her right, we have Chum Daloom, played by Seb.
Oh yeah, they're gonna call me Mac Daddy G.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and dungeon master for this evening. Join us next time as we get kicked right in the balls. See you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out, pimps.
Literally no one's going to call you that, Chew.